Hello, good evening, and welcome back. From The Guardian, Tommy Robinson's offer of MEP salary rejected by charities. Women's groups say pledge to donate hypothetical earnings to victims of grooming is insulting. This is very similar to the YouTube stream that happened a while back, where the organisers were trying to raise money for charity, and they raised about $25,000, I believe. But because this was on YouTube, it was suggested that some of the people who pledged money were neo-Nazis. All the money was returned to the people who donated, and the charity did not get any of their money. So it seems a bit too tyrannical for me for these charities who are supposed to be helping people to say, oh yeah, we're not going to take your money. It's like, okay, well, if you're part of the charity, it doesn't really bother you, does it? But if you're somebody who the charity is supposed to help, that's a big problem. Tommy Robinson's pledge to donate his hypothetical European Parliament salary to child victims of sexual grooming has been criticised as an insult to survivors of abuse by women's groups who said he was no ally for the children he claims to stand up for. Are you serious? This is what people say when it's like he can't do anything right in the eyes of these people, and this is just emotion over fact. It's feelings before facts for these people. It's like what they say about the Democrats and Trump. If Trump supported oxygen, Democrats would stop breathing. That no matter, even if he does something objectively good, they're going to say, oh no, not at all. No ally for the children he claims to stand up for. He was one of the primary reasons that we know about the child grooming gangs that was being covered up by the police because they didn't want to be Islamophobic. He's done a great deal to help people and children. More than 40 women and charities, including the End Violence Against Women and Girls Coalition, declared in a letter to voters and community leaders in the Northwest that they would not accept money from the English Defence League founder, criticising Robinson for factually incorrect messages about grooming. As in 84% from the Middle East. Does it matter at this point? I mean, if you're helping out victims, it doesn't matter who's to blame for it. It matters that you help these people out. And how many donations do you think they've got from people who they disagree with before? But it's just when, this might, we got to look woke. We got to do some progressive activism in here to look good in the public eye. This isn't going to help at all. And I hope it doesn't. I hope the victims get the help they need, but these charities need a reshuffling. Robinson, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, don't dead name him, frequently singles out Muslims as being behind grooming gangs and has been accused of selectively publicising certain child sex abuse cases to promote a wider anti-Islam agenda. Singles out Muslims being behind grooming gangs, well, 84% are, so that seems to be fair enough, considering they're only 4% of the population, to promote a wider anti-Islam agenda. You don't really need to do much to have an anti-Islam agenda in the UK. You just need to be honest. You don't even need to say everything. Just need to say a bit of what Islam stands for, and people tend to disagree with it, until you then say, oh, this is the teachings of Islam, in which case, no, you're racist. It's like, can you tell me anything that I've said that is racist? Okay. No, but I feel like you are. I mean, that even happened to me a couple of nights ago, and it's ridiculous. You talk about Tommy Robinson, or that you support these people, or that maybe you're against Islam, and they say, oh, you're racist. It's like, no. Can you suggest anything I've said that's racist? No, but I feel like you are. What good is that? I can't work with that. That's just what a child does. To just, let's just call you a rude name. Oh, you're a poopy head. It's like, I can't believe you said that. My uncle drowned cleaning a septic tank and he was a pooper head. Yeah, you can create offence out of anything. Okay, but from this they do add that there was a supposed lady who said that she was hurt here we go. Okay, in the weeks since launching his campaign for the 23rd May election to become an MP on a monthly salary of about £7,500 before tax, Robinson has twice been struck by militaries and police investigating a number of alleged assaults that occurred during his recent visit to Warrington, as if they are from him. That's how they're trying to frame it. Haven't done as good of a job as they could have done to twist it around, but that's still obviously their intention. And the number of alleged assaults... This one, woman claims Tommy Robinson ally broke her nose in Cheshire. And it comes to one of these things that if you go down to assault people and you're very intimidating and threatening to people, then they're going to try and defend themselves. And if you're making an aggressive move, they're going to presume you're going to hurt them. And people don't want to get hurt, so they will fight back. So don't start a fight if you can't end it, essentially, And they don't show any photos of this supposed lady, and I will show you why. Two people need hospital treatment as trouble flared shortly after Robinson had a milkshake thrown over him in the Cheshire City on Thursday. Are you going to mention the physical assault other than the milkshakes? No, of course you're not. Members of Robinson's security team and his supporters were filmed throwing punches and fighting anti-racism activists as the chaos erupted. Yeah, who started it? Who was defending themselves? It's Says, and Danny Thomas. Right. And we have the lady, Alice Edwards, who had her nose broken. Yeah, don't start a fight if you're going to lose then. That's my take on it. That these people are so coddled and thinking, oh, nothing bad can come to me and I can always go cry to the authority. It's like, yeah, when it's just words, but when you're in the heat of the moment, the authorities don't matter because they're not there. This is all for self-defense using the Second Amendment, that if you can't defend yourself in the few seconds where the attack happens, it doesn't really matter, does it? What you're hoping for then is that the thought of the person who's committing the attack, that person thinking, oh, I might get caught and face this penalty, they're then not going to do it. But studies have shown that that isn't true. People who are committing crime in the heat of the moment don't think about the consequences of being caught. It doesn't happen. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm basically saying that don't go to fight somebody if you can't defend yourself. And if you do choose to do that because you had a principle, I don't know, it's a guy who groped your girlfriend, something like that, then sure, you might do it out of principle and get beaten up and lose because of it, but then don't go cry to the police when he's beating you up for attacking him. That's what I'd say. So thank you guys for watching and have a lovely evening.